Good fucking morning. It's your girl Annie Boom Fanny here with my cafecito. Um, yeah, I kind of slacked with these good fucking mornings, but that's because I was in Atlanta. Yeah. So I went to visit my boyfriend's. I went to see my boyfriend, and of course I met his family. So that was very nerve wracking. Um, I think going there, I was really, really nervous. And once I got there, my nerves kind of subsided because it wasn't bad energy or anything like that. Um, yeah, his mother is really cool. She's funny. Um, she, you cannot tell her nothing about herself, okay? She is 61 years old. You cannot tell that woman nothing. But yeah, they have a really, really nice house. Her husband was super cool. It was like one of those situations where, the husband is mad laid back and then the wife is like all over the place. Um, so yeah, they just balance each other out. But it was good to see, the dynamic between my boyfriend and his mom, and um, just meet, certain people. Um, yeah, I don't know what else to say, but I am gonna say this. Basically, this episode is more about how I was oh shit, analyzing certain things because you guys know the situation with my mom. So I think when I get around like close knit families, I'm always like, it makes me so self conscious. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I never really experienced like a family unit, like moving accordingly, working things out with people, whatever. So I was just thinking about me and my boyfriend's relationship and thinking about the times like we did get into stuff. And granted, those situations, the things he did were wrong, but how I handled it and how he handled it is like really obvious. Like who comes from like a close knit family and then who doesn't. So I'm just saying that to say, like, I find that a lot of the times when I'm in a relationship, my first two defenses is either to beat your ass or to leave. That's it. Those are your options. Um, and there's been situations where those basically, how can I say, those reactions were warranted. But then there's been situations where I could have literally just talked it out or been a little bit more patient, or whatever the situation is. But I find that with my boyfriend now, I really do appreciate the fact that there have been times where he did swallow his pride and reached out. And even if I felt he was wrong or he did something wrong that started the situation, I still appreciate the fact that he has more often than not been the one to reach out and initiate working it out. Because like I said, I will disappear. I will block you. I will never call you. I will not speak to you. My detachment game is top tier. You will cross my mind every so often throughout the day for 2 weeks or so. And if I'm talking about like during a breakup, after that, my brain goes, okay, that's it. So if you are not the type of person to assert yourself with me, or to come get me, or to sit me down, or to beg, or to apologize, or to, we won't get nowhere. Um, and I was thinking, I'm saying this too because recently I had a person that I used to be best friends with, and we stopped talking like 7 years ago. And I remember the moment I decided that I no longer wanted to speak to her, and that's exactly what I did. I literally, this person was my best friend, and she had did something, posted something on Facebook that was like the straw on the camel's back, because we had already been having like, occasional issues here and there. Um, and she posted something on Facebook, and that did it for me. And I was like, she wrote something. I said, oh, okay. I left it just like that. She never heard from me. She was reaching out to her other friend, Shantine, occasionally, trying to break up the situation, and I was just done. My mother, it's be in February. The last time I spoke to my mother was in April, because she did some shit too. So when I'm saying all that to say, um, even in a relationship, I can be madly in love with somebody, but if I feel that you crossed me, or you did something that hurt me to the extent where I feel so angry that if I see you, I want to inflict pain on you, my other thought is, okay, I know that's wrong, so this is what I'm gonna do. And I know that there's a middle ground. But yeah, so I'm saying that to say, basically, like, to see a family unit, to see people together, to see them work out their whatever issues that they were having, because there was a situation with his younger brother, and the younger brother's wife, and everybody kind of like chime in and work through it and talk or whatever. It was really like an eye-opening moment for me, because my family, it's a lot of us, but we're not close-knit, and we tend to sweep things under the rug, or like I said, I will just stop talking to somebody, or it'll be like one sibling say something to another sibling, but they don't necessarily address the person they have the issue with, and then we kind of just let it die down and then act like nothing happened. But that just stems from, y'all know that I've been in and out of foster care. Y'all know that y'all don't know this, but my mother was a very dominant woman, in the sense of, you weren't allowed to really express how you feel. You know what I'm saying? She controlled us with fear more than like love or nurturing or stuff like that. So, and I'm guilty of that. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, in regards to my son, I caught myself like years ago, and I stopped conquering him with fear. I more so have to speak to him. I may have to assert myself. I have to explain myself. I have to talk. I have to repeat myself. But I've learned not to handle my child like that. But in relationships, I still kind of have that characteristic. Like, I find myself, I don't know, it's just like a defense. It's like, don't play with me. Don't do it. You want to be free. You want to be with this woman, that woman. You want to do this. You want to lie. You don't have to be with me. You can literally go your way. We don't have to be together. If you choose to be with me, you have to make a decision to be monogamous. You have to make a decision to be truthful. You have to initiate. I mean, you have to make decisions to be like that. Because if I find at any point in my relationship with anybody that they are the lying type, the cheating type, they betray you, or they the sneaky, conniving type, that's what gets that energy out of me. It's like, now it's like you somebody in the street. I don't give a fuck about you. Like, I'm gonna go all out. So yeah, I think I just appreciate the fact that my boyfriend has a little bit more patience. I've been patient with him in general, but in regards to like when we having a specific situation, it's like I'm the one that's usually like full force. We gonna crash and burn, and I'm gonna make sure of it. It's not funny, but y'all, I'm trying. I'm really working on it. I'm 35 now. I can't be such a hothead. There was a situation. It was me, him, his mother, and his nephew, and we was in this place, and his mother felt like the girl at the counter was like being snobby or something. The mother needed to use the restroom, and they told her that it was out of order. Lied. You know how these places be lying. So the mother caught an attitude, whatever. So I caught myself about to be on some bitch, don't talk to his mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the girl didn't really say anything rude, but she was kind of being like, she telling this woman that the bathroom is out of order, but she was kind of like laughing or something like that. And I don't know if she was necessarily laughing at the situation, but you can tell somebody really needs to use the bathroom. We spent mad money there, and you telling us that she can't use the bathroom. So, yeah, the mother kind of got hyped with the girl, and then I found myself about to be in, like, okay, like, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I just sat down. So, yeah, my boyfriend had told me that he was like, oh, I'm proud of you the way you handled that situation. I was like, I'm proud of me too. Because that could have just been something, and it wasn't even a situation that warranted all of that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, if you're so used to being in a certain type of environment or reacting a certain way, even in situations where you're not in that environment or you're not in a situation that warrants that type of reaction, you still kind of react like that. It's hard to let that energy go. You know what I'm saying? So, how many minutes? 11 minutes. So yeah, I definitely appreciated that. Yeah, I definitely appreciated that. And I think we balance each other out because I feel like my boyfriend needs to set more boundaries. I'm not gonna get into that, but I feel like he needs to set more boundaries for himself and for other people when he's interacting with other people. And me, I'm the boundary queen. I don't like something, I don't like it. I would say I don't like it. If I can't, if it's a situation where I have to be a little bit more softer with it and say I don't like something or whatever, then of course. But generally speaking, my boundary game is up like this. And him, he's kind of like, you know, I don't really want to do that, or this is that and the third. And it's weird because with me, he's not necessarily like that in the sense of, like, if we're talking about going out to eat and I'll be like, oh, I want this type of food, and he doesn't want that type of food, he won't just, oh yeah, we just gonna do what you want to do, Annie. No, he'll definitely say, nah, I don't want that. I'm not trying to say that he just lets people do whatever, but I just see, or I notice that in certain situations I'll be feeling like, this is the time for you to speak up, sir. And you're not. Do you need me to speak up for you? Because I will. I will do more than speak up for you. I will fight. So yeah, I guess we balance each other out because although we're very similar, we are very different also. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, it was good going down there. We are going on a cruise in April, so I felt it best that I go down there ahead of time and kind of get a feel of, you know, where he's from or his people or whatever, because we're going to be on a cruise with his parents. And I know just me as a mother, I wouldn't have wanted to meet my son's girlfriend on vacation. I would have wanted to meet you before then. You know what I'm saying? Just out of respect, just to get a vibe, just so I can gauge, you know, what the situation is. So yeah, I really, that was necessary to go over there. But yes, guys, so later on I'm uploading a vlog, so you guys are getting, no, should I upload this tomorrow? Okay, today is the 15th. I'm gonna upload this tomorrow, so that way you guys can see the boyfriend reveal. So in this video, you can kind of get more of a context of what I'm talking about. Excuse me. Ooh. How long did I say these videos were gonna be? 10 to 20 minutes max. Okay, so I got a few minutes. So in regards to my health, I got my results back from my cardiologist. Everything is good. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I had to get some shots in my legs to open up the blood vessels in order to get more blood to come to my heart. So apparently that's just what the issue was. my blood wasn't circulating the way it was. So I do feel significantly better, being that I got 2 of the shots. I got 2 more to go. So I'm wondering, how much more better I'm gonna feel once I get those 2 shots. So everything was good. My carotid arteries are good. The vessels in my arms are good. I still have to do nerve testing for my arms though. The only thing that they noticed, and it was something like slight, my one of the valves in my heart is slightly enlarged, but it's not enough for them to be like, okay, this is an issue or it's causing you issues. They just said sometimes that happens with the backflow of the blood when you don't get the circulation the way it's supposed to. So, that is all taken care of. Guys, I feel like I look so much different with my teeth together. Like, I'm looking at myself and I'm like, who is this? Yeah, and I've been doing the February detox. Yeah, so it was no alcohol and no red meat. I do feel less bloated. I don't feel heavy. I don't feel stuffed. I don't feel inflamed. Like right here, looks fat because I just have a full face. But right here used to feel so like, but that could be because I got the shot and I'm getting more circulation to my face. So I just feel better like right here in this area. Yeah, I don't feel stuffed. I don't that feeling of just, even if I didn't eat anything, I would always have that feeling of something is in my stomach. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like that right now. Also my period, I got my period on the 12th, I think. It started on the 11th, I think. Yeah. And today is the 15th and it's already ending, and that's unnormal for me because normally my periods last for like 7-9 days. So although it was extremely heavy, it's not lasting as long as it previously did. So I'm happy about that. Is there any other update? No other updates, guys. So yeah, good fucking morning, and thank you for watching. Y'all need to go shop my business, www.saturnsoapsn, as in Nancy, such.com. Okay, support your girl. So bye. Damn.